I spent a whole year studying chess. This was me when I first started my journey, and this is me now. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I would be doing differently if I had to do it all again, how fast it actually takes to get good at chess, and everything I've learned along the way that has made me able to improve. I'm a bit of an extreme case when it comes to this because I studied chess for around, well, maybe not studied, but I was playing chess or just doing something chess adjacent for about 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day. It's become an obsession for me. I can't do anything halfway, I guess. So I was spending a lot of time on chess. Now, for other people, I would say, spending 2 hours a day is going to be on the high end, but anything more than 4 hours a week will probably show improvement. Honestly, I think I kind of overdid it, and a lot of the times I spent playing chess or doing other chess things, I wasn't actually getting better. I'm very proud of my journey and how far I've come in chess. That being said, it's time we talk about a serious topic, which was my deep, dark moment of chess. It happened a stormy December day. I was just casually playing Blitz, as one does, when I started to tilt. And I started to wonder, why am I not getting better? I am playing chess like 4 hours a day. I'm coming back from class, getting on my little computer, playing some Blitz, and just tilting my rating or gaining rating and then losing it again. Felt like I was spending all this time on something that I am so bad at. It was very, very sad. It was a very sad moment. And that's when it kind of hit me. I was doing all the wrong things, and let me explain. There are two types of chess skills, so you have to highlight which one you want to be good at. There's Blitz, and there is classical chess. And some people who are good at classical are also good at Blitz, but if you're starting as an adult, you probably will want to focus on one or the other when it comes to your journey. I personally think that focusing on classical chess is a lot better because it also helps your Blitz later on, whereas just focusing on Blitz might not necessarily help your classical chess. For you guys who don't know, Blitz is a time control that ranges from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Sometimes you have increment, which means you have like a little bit of time per move, but a lot of times you don't. So it's fast chess. It rewards pattern recognition, which means doing a lot of puzzles. It rewards speed. It rewards not taking your time on moves and being able to defend properly. All good skills. Classical chess can be a lot longer. Mostly we're gonna see, 4 to 5 hour games, sometimes even longer. And that means you have about 90 minutes on your clock. Sometimes you get extra time after a certain move, but you definitely are gonna want to take your time. And it just really stretches your brain for what you can actually do instead of rewarding this fast pattern recognition. So that means what you're studying is going to be different. Also, something that I was noticing was that although I was focusing on my classical chess now, which was great, it didn't necessarily translate to Blitz, which could get frustrating when there was a long interval between times I could play classical tournaments. Because I'd be studying, and I wouldn't feel like I'm getting any better. And I feel like this is the case for a lot of people because there aren't a lot of outlets to show classical improvement besides in classical tournaments. So for a lot of people who study chess a lot, you're going to notice something. You're going to notice something really weird. I call this the turtle effect. So it happens to a very specific type of person. If you're most likely an adult who hasn't been playing chess for a long time, but you're very devoted to it, so you're spending a lot of your time studying, consuming all these material, all these books, and you still feel like at Blitz you're just very slow or you can't see things very quickly. You're spending all your time doing the right things, but it's not necessarily translating. You're like, why am I losing to 800s on chess.com? Why is this happening to me? Well, what's happening, and this took me a while to learn, is you're actively getting all of this information, right? You are actively getting all of this information in your head, but it's not quite automatic yet. It takes a second for you to implement it, for you to realize it. It's not that kind of like boom that, let's say, people who've been playing for a long time have. We still kind of have to actively draw from our memory. We have to actively recall what we've learned. So for a while, this is not going to translate well to Blitz, which is why I suggest, and what I wish I had done earlier, is just focus on either Blitz or Classical. There are things you can do to get better at Blitz quickly. Now, while I think the worst thing that I did, honestly, was not either focusing on Blitz or Classical, but doing a bit of both, if you do want to get better at Blitz, this is what I did that helped my Blitz. And I'm going to say this over and over and over again, but puzzles and pattern recognition. It might not be the best thing for your chess personally, but if you can, just do a bunch of puzzles, do a bunch of puzzle rush, those like quick puzzles that are just like patterns. It might not even stretch your brain. You don't have to do the long, difficult ones, but just like quick puzzles on Chess Tempo, chess.com, whatever you like. Those are what's going to help you in Blitz.